Hello everyone, welcome to today's top 10 video where we're doing Pokemon. Now, before we get into it, this is completely biased in the sense of Pokemons that I use in Pokemon Stadium or the Game Boy version or just cards I had when I was a kid or if they look cool. I don't really know diddly about Pokemon. I don't really know anything about the show. I used to watch it when I was a kid, but that was 15 years ago. And yeah, so these are usually in no particular order. However, the only three, and usually this goes for it, but the only three that are really in order is the top three. The rest of them are just in there because I think they're pretty dope. Alright, let's boogie. Number 10, Venusaur. This is a Pokemon Stadium pick. I've always got him in my roster. So that if whoever I'm going against has a ton of fire Pokemon, I make sure he's in my palette. He's a solid line of defense. He's a heavy hitter. And he's got some pretty dope moves. Number 9, Nidoking. Nothing other than he looks like a beast. Dude's an absolute tank. If I remember correctly, he has Dig. And in Pokemon Stadium, that move is so broken, it's ridiculous. It's like an absolute missile of a hit. Unless you're going against something that's flying, then it misses every time. But if it's something standing, it does so much damage, really, no matter the type. Number 8, Horsey. That's just purely because it's adorable looking. Like, I've even got my own little Horsey. Right here. Look at that guy. I built that. Took me 2 hours. It's one of the things that I got from Temu. This also came with it. Not that that's important, but yeah, he's just a little adorable. I know I had a couple Horsey cards when I was a kid. But yeah, let's boogie. Number 7, Machamp. I don't know how to pronounce it. Again, another Pokemon Stadium pick. Solid ground type. Hits pretty heavy. And he just, again, the same as Nidoking, looks like an absolute tank. Like, he's just dope all around. Like, he's a heavy hitter. He's pretty solid in defense. Got some nice buffs to him. Yeah, no pun intended. Number 6, Kingler. And man, I gotta say, with this guy, he's super nice to have on your team. But if you're going against him in Pokemon Stadium, I've been playing a ton of Pokemon Stadium on the Nintendo 64. But if you're going against him, he sucks. And like, not in the sense that he's easy to take down. It's in fact the opposite. I never get him until like the 7th or 8th battle in a league. And like, even if I'm going like steady strong, I have like 4 to 5 continues, he always manages to like wipe me out. And like, I've still yet to find a strategy to just pile drive him. He's way too good of a Pokemon. Number 5, Zapdos. This is the first one where it comes to, this is just one of the classic cards I had as a kid. Like, I remember getting my first Zapdos out of a Pokemon pack that you can get at like Walmart. And I just thought it was the coolest looking one, because up until that point we had cards like Pidgey and Rattata and stuff like that. So when I pulled this thing out, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever made. And I was actually really big like electric type when it came to like cards. I had a ton of electric ones. Number 4, Magmar. Now, I've never used him in Pokemon Stadium. I never had him in the Game Boy version. I only had a couple cards of him. But man, he just looks so goofy. Something about him reminds me of when Squidward was Krakatoa. That, I don't know if that was his name when he was the superhero, but that it reminds me of that, and I love it so much. He's so funny looking. There's something about him makes me think of Bart Simpson too. I can't quite put it together why, but maybe you'll see it. Yeah. Number 3, Arcanine. Again, Pokemon Stadium. One that I always also have in my lineup. The dude, unless you're going against like water, Arcanine absolutely slaps the field. Like, I'll have him or the next Pokemon I'm about to say through like 90% of it, and they just plow through like it's nothing. And when he uses dig, it's kind of funny to watch because like the hole that he puts in the ground is so ginormous, it's like unnecessary. And it's just super fun. Number 2, Gyarados. This thing, I had to look it up the other day because I totally forgot the evolution that he came from. And man, I can just imagine it's the same feeling everybody gets when they see it. But like, that thing evolves from Magikarp, which is like, you get a Magikarp at like low level, good luck getting anything done. But then he turns into this tank that's just like intimidating. It's kind of like Onix, but something about Onix annoys me. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I'm sure there's a deep-rooted reason I'm just suppressing. But man, Gyarados is an absolute beast. Again, Pokemon Stadium. Number 1, Trico. Now, compared to a ton of the Pokemon on this list, because a lot of them are like final evolutions, not counting Mega Evolution. I have no idea what that is. I just learned about that while putting this video together. These are all pretty much Gen 1. But Trico was the first ever Pokemon card I received. The one shown on screen was the one that was shown on screen was the like card I got. Not my card specifically, but an image of it, you know. And I don't know, I've always remembered Trico because, you know, it was the first card I ever got, and it's what really kind of got me into Pokemon when I was a kid. And I never played it correctly. We were just kind of like, oh, this has a number next to it, it must do that damage, and we'd take turns doing that. We never read the coins. We never used the coins. We never read the descriptions. We never considered type versus type. It was just the name has a Pokemon has a name. It's got this much HP. Its attack does this much. Whoever loses first loses. Little side story, by the way, before we end it, is my sister used to have a Mew, and it was either Mew or Mewtwo, and I don't remember what move it was, but she used to do this bogus where she'd be like, well, my Mew uses this and turns into your Pokemon, and now I get to keep that card. And it took about 10 times for me to be like, okay, something's up with this. This isn't fair. But yeah, it's just a little fun Pokemon story. But you know, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're having a good day. If you're watching early on, have a good rest of your day. See you in the next one. Whatever that may be, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Oh, actually I have. It's I want to do a Redfall review. I went to do it the day after it came out, but I've been pushing it back, hoping for an update on the game because it's bad. It's really bad. If you've seen any reviews or anything of it, you've got an idea. It's rough. I almost contemplated making that video and then just not having gameplay footage because it doesn't deserve that. But I'm going to play it fair. I'm going to review it like I do any zombie map or any game like I did with Dead Island 2. It's a bad game. So, look forward to that. See ya!